baby. Enjoy this great game.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Baby Baseball channel. This is Eric, and today we're going to preview the American League Wild Card matchup. The playoffs are set. We are ready to go, and it's the New York Yankees against the Boston Red Sox. Probably the biggest rivalry in baseball, according to most. And it has to be the Yankees-Red Sox. The Dodgers and Giants are close. That's a huge rivalry. But we're talking about Yankees-Red Sox in a win-or-go-home game. I'm not a fan of the format of the win-or-go-home wild card. But in this particular case, both teams with 92 and 70 records, they would have been playing this game anyway. Even if it was the old format with just one wild card, they would be playing to determine who would go into the ALDS. And it's absolutely insane that it came down to these two teams. I thought this might happen. I predicted it about 3 weeks ago when these two teams were fighting for a wild card spot. Said it could be the Yankees and Red Sox. It has happened. There's going to be a lot of eyeballs on this baseball game. Although the Yankees have been in 4 wild card games before, this is the first time that they will be going up against the Red Sox. And to determine home field advantage, they had to go back to the regular season and see which team won the regular season series. And it was an amazing matchup during the regular season because it looked like the Red Sox were just going to sweep the Yankees off the map. And then all of a sudden, at the end of the season, the Yankees just started sweeping the Red Sox. So it was just crazy. And if you go back and look, though, the Red Sox still had a 1 extra win over the Yankees, and they held the season record. So that means this baseball game will be played at Fenway Park in Boston. And as you can see, Gerrit Cole against Nathan Eovaldi. And Gerrit Cole in 30 starts, 3.23 ERA this year, 2.92 FIP, 12.1 strikeouts per 9, 2 walks per 9 on average. So he had a great year. This is Gerrit freaking Cole, and the New York Yankees made a conscious decision to not send him out there for the last game of the season so that he would be available for this game, and it worked out for them. Having said that, it is important to note that the Red Sox have hit Gerrit Cole well this year. Gerrit Cole has struggled, including one outing where he just got shelled, and that's a very, very rare outing. Probably not going to happen in this wild card game, but it's definitely noteworthy. On that day, on June 27th, he gave up 6 runs on 8 hits in just 5 innings. And not like the worst start of all time, but definitely not Cole-like. Overall, the Red Sox have a 4.91 ERA against him this season, 852 OPS in 22 innings. Kike Hernandez, the former Dodgers, hitting 455 with a 571 on base and 909 OPS in his career against Gerrit Cole. But all that aside, I'm pretty sure in a game like this, he's going to be fully focused, ready to go. The Yankees are doing the right thing by sending their man out there, Gerrit Cole, and I have a feeling he's going to be very, very good in this game. As far as the Red Sox, it's Nathan Eovaldi, who is also very good, but not nearly at the level of Gerrit Cole, as you can see by the stats. 11-9 record in 32 starts this year, 3.75 ERA, 3.48 FIP. He's got a 9.6 per 9 strikeout ratio and a 1.7 walk per 9, which is excellent. The former Yankee has pitched very well against the Yankees since leaving New York. He has a 3.64 ERA against them and pitched very well against the Yankees this year as well. At least until his most recent start. Gleyber Torres went 3 for 5 that day with a home run and a couple RBI, which was a big part of getting Eovaldi out of that game very soon. So it is interesting, both of these pitchers have had their moments against the opposite team, and they've both had a game this year where they got rocked a little bit. So that is interesting. I don't really expect that to happen in this wild card game, but it is noteworthy that, you know, anything can happen. And that's the thing about a one-game wild card. Anything and everything can and probably will happen in this game. Who knows what we're going to see? It's going to be wild. I guess if you just went with the most logical, scenario, you're going to see both pitchers pitch okay. Maybe Nathan Eovaldi gives up a run or two more than Gerrit Cole. That's just what you would expect in general. But in just one random game, there's just no telling how the ball is going to roll, what's going to land, what broken bat hits are going to fall in there, who's going to get a hold of one and win, how many guys are going to be on base. You can't predict in one freaking game, but I'm going to do it anyway. But first, let's jump into the starting lineups or potential lineups as they haven't been announced. This is the MLB website right here. We can see who's on this team. We'll talk about, the obvious guys who we expect to see in this lineup. Both these pitchers are righties. So let's start with the New York Yankees lineup. The visiting Yankees And with DJ LeMahieu on the injured list now, unfortunately, he'll be out, but it could be a blessing in disguise for this game. Like I mentioned, Gleyber Torres has been awesome against Eovaldi, so he could be in the leadoff spot at second base. Anthony Rizzo will be at first. Aaron Judge, Giancarlo Stanton at the DH spot. Joey Gallo in left. I mean, look at all that power right there. Chio Urshela at short. Brett Gardner in center, possibly. I was expecting Gary Sanchez to start, but now I've just gotten word that Kyle Higashioka will be the catcher, so I'll have Roughnet Odor third base, batting eighth, and then Kyle batting ninth as a possible lineup here for the New York Yankees. And interestingly enough, the second baseman for the Red Sox leading off could be Kike Hernandez, who has had success against Cole. And then there's Kyle Schwarber in left, Xander Bogaerts at shortstop, Rafael Devers at third, JD Martinez as the DH, Alex Verdugo in center, Hunter Renfroe in right, Bobby Dalbec at first base, and Kevin Plawecki behind the dish. This is a possible lineups for these two teams. They haven't been fully announced, but we can pretty much guess that. And, you know, who knows? We'll see some of these other guys off the bench come in as well. But, you know, those may not be exact. I'm sure that the order will be slightly different and whatnot. But those are a couple of examples of what we could see out there. And, you know, again, to judge which lineup is better, I mean, I don't know, right? I mean, who knows? Because, you know, the Yankees have some insane names there, but they do tend to strike out there in the middle of the order. And against a strikeout pitcher like Nathan Eovaldi, you know, they may not find success. They may not. You know, if this was a full season of baseball games, I'd give the Yankees an edge here. I would think this Yankees team would be the better team, but over a 162-game season, that hasn't happened. The Red Sox got, you know, especially at the beginning of the year, the Red Sox started out hot, slowed down a little, picked it up again, and, you know, both these teams end up with the same winning percentage. So I can't sit here and say that, oh, the Yankees are extremely favored. They're so much better. Clearly not. Clearly this is going to be a very close matchup. But Aaron Judge is a guy to look out for today. I think he is a key guy that they need to hold down because he had a great year hitting .287, 39 bombs, 98 RBI, and has been hot lately. So that is someone the Red Sox need to be very careful about. Went 8 for 20 with a bomb, 2 doubles, 2 RBIs, a walk, and 3 strikeouts against Eovaldi. That's over 1,000 OPS against Eovaldi. So he's someone else as far as some of the big names that the Red Sox have to hold down. And I just have a feeling that he may go deep in this one or he's going to do something big. And, you know, with that star power in the Yankees lineup and with Gerrit Cole going, obviously their ace against Nathan Eovaldi, arguably, you know, I don't even know if Chris Sale or Rodriguez or who the Red Sox ace is, because they just kind of have several good pitchers and not a Gerrit Cole that just is the obvious guy at the top. I guess Chris Sale is a pretty big name, but, you know, coming off injury, hasn't pitched a whole lot this year. So it's tough to say, but obviously, you know, Nathan Eovaldi's the guy, so it doesn't matter. I mean, and he's good, but Gerrit Cole is Gerrit Cole. So even though this game is in Boston, if you forced me to predict, which I'm going to do, even though, you know, I've been told it's not right to predict games, you shouldn't predict, okay? Just give the information. But what's wrong with throwing out a little prediction at the end, you know? Because I've actually been right a lot. I was right about this matchup here in the wild card game, and I also picked the Cardinals to be the wild card team, the second wild card team in the NL about actually it's been a month now, and people thought I was crazy for that. So, you know, it's fun to predict. Sometimes you're right. Usually you're wrong, but hey, I go for it. But yeah, for this game, I do, if I was forced to predict, even though it's so hard to predict one game, I'm going to say the Yankees take this one. Gerrit Cole's going to go out there and just be fantastic. I think Eovaldi's also going to pitch well. I see some damage being done by Judge and some of the other Yankees, and I think the Red Sox will put something on the board, not just going to get shut out. But if I had to predict this game, I'm going to give it to the New York Yankees. The Yankees take this game by a score of 5-3. I got it 5-3. Yankees winning the wild card game and moving on to the National League, to the American League Division Series against the Rays. So could I be wrong on that? Oh my God, probably wrong. Who knows what's going to happen in one stinking game? The Red Sox have been amazing all season long, and this is going to be, I mean, not all season, they've been into some funks, but they have had a great year. They had a great year. I mean, remember, expectations were not that the Red Sox were going to be a playoff team. Expectations were that they were going to just, be to damn near the bottom, maybe ahead of the Orioles. So the Red Sox really had a good year, compared to expectations. The Yankees maybe even had a bad year. They were supposed to win that division, but come on, you can't beat the Rays. The Rays are the bomb. So there's going to be a lot of eyeballs on this one. I can't wait. I'm going to start now working on the National League Wild Card preview game, which I'm a little more interested in just because I'm a Giants fan. I'm a National League fan, and this is the team the Giants are going to be playing. So clearly that game is just extremely meaningful. But as far as this one, don't get me wrong, I'm going to have my eyeballs on this game as well. This is the Red Sox Yankees wild card, win or go the freak home. Oh my God. So let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below. That is your 2021 American League Wildcard preview. If you enjoyed the video, please hit that thumbs up button, hit that subscribe button. Look forward to more videos, including a full playoff preview. And I will talk to y'all next time. See ya!
When the Giants come to town, it's bye-bye, baby. Every time the chips are down, it's bye-bye, baby. History's in the making at Oracle Park.